Ladies, gentlemen, let the show begin. Alright, do you like video games? And I know you do. What about entertainment? We got that to video game Armada, video game Armada. What's the name? Video game Armada. Good evening, lords and ladies. It is not world-famed oceanographer Jacques Cousteau, but it is I, the one true Omni Gamer Uns. And today we have a special Let's Play little about the newly released game, The Sea of Thieves, and where we set on our voyages of maritime adventure, fun, and treasure. As per custom, in order to be a true pirate, you must gather a crew. Fortunately, I was lucky enough to secure one to help me in my travels. Come, my friends, there's much to discuss and to discover. Here we have a pirate port town, one of many in the Sea of Thieves. From here, your adventures truly begin. You can decide to do one of three things as a newly found pirate in the Sea of Thieves. You can do trade, you can do treasure hunting, or I have chosen to become a hunter of souls, or whatever, in the Sea of Thieves. Basically fighting things, mostly skeleton-y things. But alas, I do not have the final say. Head back to the ship, to where we vote on what adventure we take place in. Of course, the odds are in my favor, because a fellow crewmate of mine decided to hunt skeletons as well. So I just vote for mine, and the one who wanted to do shipping, unfortunately, has to wait until another time. The vote has been cast, and we are heading out to adventure to hunt skeletons. But in the Sea of Thieves, it is not as simple of jumping on ship, quick timing to the island of where you want to go and get off ship. No, mon amis. There is more to this. You, with your crew, must work together to get the ship to run smoothly, raising anchor, unfurling sails, driving or navigating, and there is the captain who just tells everyone else what to do, which I am totally fine with because the captains are always the first to go. I myself volunteered to be a navigator. Without my simple, easy to discern instructions of where to go, the crews would be lost. All hail the navigator. Before you head out, remember to check for your weapon wreath. It is dangerous out there on the Sea of Thieves. There will be many things to test you. Nature is merely one of them. There was also music. If you like music, then this will not be a challenge. Now remember, as starting your adventure, you must also stop. For if you go too fast, you will crash your ship of the rocks. And that, my friends, would be muy bad. I know that's not French, but my French is terrible. Once you reach your destination of whatever task you have, you must always be prepared. In the daytime, it is easy. But at night, the night, it may be a little tricky. Especially since you're hunting skeletons. A ton of skeletons. Fortunately, my crew is skilled in skeleton fighting style, with guns and bullets. Me, on the other hand, I cannot see the hand in front of my face. So I decided to do lantern duty, the most skilled and sacred of pirate positions. This skeleton disagrees, but my friends can see the skeleton, and now they have slain it. All hail the crew of the Sea of Thieves. as we whittled down the numbers of skeletons on our path, we discovered a map for a future adventure. But nothing for that now. The captain has arrived, and the captain has died yet again, thanks to my skillful blunderbush. Victory is ours. We take this soul skull thing as a trophy, because that's what the soul people want. They want the skull. For whatever reason, I do not know. Transporting the skull is also a very sacred duty. Having dismembered body parts is something that you always have to do as a pirate for some reason. But once you get there and turn in the skull, you will not only be rewarded, but the whole crew with you. So everyone gets awesome doubloons for a job well done. Afterwards, you can decide to keep on keeping on, doing what you're doing more, or going to other adventures. I decided to continue on and pick up another offer for a job for the Altar of Souls. Why? Because I like to break skulls, my friends. Yes, indeed. Once again, we have arrived at a location out in the day. Easy to see, ready to fight. The pirate motto is the pirate motto. Skeletons are the main combative non-player characters you will see in the Sea of Thieves. They are already dead and they're pretty salty about it, but that's okay. You have guns, and you have blunderbusters, and sniper rifles. And I don't remember pirates having sniper rifles, but what do I do? I have a terrible French accent, which is probably not French right now, but I'm trying. I am trying, mon amis. I am trying. Like before, we whittled down the deck scrub crew until the captain appeared. Also in a corset. I hit again with the blunderbuss once. And again. Victory. Again. Victory. For the crew. Now, as the adventure goes on, you may discover other adventures in the middle of the adventures you are. Discovering bottles in the sea is a pirate classic. So if you think you have what it takes to discern hidden treasures off the grid, you may do so. But following the clues to the bottles that you find. Going off the grid may be tricky at first. It is tricky all the time. You start on an island and then you read the clues. But watch out for skeletons, because they're always around. This is why it is important to have a crew. You can solo sail, but that's suicide. I know, I have tried. The crews will chest. Always grab a banana whenever you can. The clues will test not only your strength and sword arm, but your intelligence as well. Once you discover what you're to the next clue, it is a joyous moment as the new clue becomes available. But do not keep your eyes on one particular prize, for the islands that you explore have many dangers, but yet many, many treasures. Yeah, so I'm done with the French accents. I'm not very good at it. But I will tell you what is still happening here is that I was trying with the crew I partnered up here on Xbox Live, trying not automatically. It wasn't a matchmake. You had to do it the old-fashioned way. You had to find people on the message boards on the game console and, group up. That's how I found one, so it's easy enough to find. But back to this, I was trying to find the darn location of this hidden treasure. All four of us, we checked this island from pillar to post, but we weren't having much luck. And it was bad enough when it was lighted out. It was bad enough when it was light out, let me tell you. But when it gets dark, that's when things get really difficult. And remember, there's always skeletons around. So we decided to call this a mulligan and move on. Because guess what? We actually found some pretty choice, interesting stuff here that we could take back to a pirate post and still get some rewards for. Such as little piggies. Here, piggy. Here, piggy, 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 piggy. You get some wild pigs, you turn them in, that's still a pretty win. So I didn't have a cage, but I did know where a pig was, so I was making sure that I was keeping my eye on those bacon fats, yeah. Until one of my fellow crews scooped up that pig, and we were ready to go. And, as it turns out, another one of our crew also found a treasure chest, just right there. So that was awesome. So we didn't exactly solve the riddle of the Bottle Island thing, but we didn't walk away empty-handed. We had a treasure chest, and we had a pig to sell, and we had the skull from the previous adventure we did. All in all, I call that a win, let me tell you. Now, like any new anything, especially involving technology, especially involving media, especially involving video games, there are going to be bugs. And after a while, I couldn't get my inventory or items up. So, the experienced captain said, kill yourself. Because when you respawn, you get your items back. And I said no, but then I realized I want to know what the game overstate looks like. And as it turns out, it looks like this. Haunted Evil Death Ship. Where Davy Jones, I assume, is ferrying me off somewhere. And I said, well, this sucks. But sure enough, before I got too settled in and, you know, getting my bearings on the surroundings of this crazy place over here, a doorway back to reality opened up. And I just jumped in. Wah! Huzzah! And all that. Hooray! And of course, I got my inventory back like the captain said it would happen. So that's pretty much it for Sea of Thieves, really. Most of this game is all on you and other players, both your allies and your enemies. You create your own adventures, you discover treasures, you survive from skeleton and other nasty dangers like poison snakes and krakens. Didn't meet a kraken when I was playing, but I'm still playing, so maybe sooner or later I will find one, fight one, and maybe eat one. You know, I like bananas, don't get me wrong, but that's all we got for health packs around here, bananas. I want to eat a kraken. But, anywho, this game was real fun, and it's really a ton of fun when you play with other people. So just go to that Xbox message boards on the, like, home screen. When you go to Sea of Thieves, there's, like, a message board, and there's plenty of people looking for crews. You can find one like I did, and you have yourself a good time. This game is definitely not going to hold your hand in the slightest. But you know what? This game, you don't really need to be hold hand. You just go out there and have an adventure. Even if you do it by yourself. But I'm warning you, if you do it by yourself, whew, it's going to be a rough ride. But then, hey, whatever. I'm not telling you what to do. You're your own pirate. And this is the one Drama Gamer Boss Bronze telling you to stay tuned for the latest Video Game Armada transmission. Till next time, though, take care. And also special thanks to these guys, because they were awesome being my crew.